So Monica and Ron, Monica Real, Ron Toy, their motion to dismiss this litigation via TCPA. We have the filing. It's now public information. And my goodness, it's 529 pages, and a lot of that is fluff. But there's also a lot of stuff that's not fluff. There's some very crucial things in this document, and I can't wait to show you them in this video. Because like I said, they're crucial. This is stuff that is pretty much a game changer. We have some big revelations, and there's still even more to come later on in the week or next week that's not related to this document, so things are getting really interesting. But let's focus on the now. Let's focus on this TCPA from Monica Real and Ron Toy and the information there and how Monica was trying to get out of the lawsuit, it looks like. A little talk with a certain man known as Chuck Huber. We're going to talk about that in this video. Let's get started. I'm going to get right into the juicy details right here for you guys. And then I'm going to give you a little bit more context to go with it. But you don't really need the context to understand what's going on here. The context just makes it a little bit more, a little more clear. But let's get right into the juicy stuff and then we'll add that. So this is a set of emails between Chuck Huber and Monica Real. Monica Real. Chuck writes, well, actually, Monica writes, hey, Chuck, I hope you don't mind that I've CC'd Jamie on the email. Does he realize, him being Vic, does he realize that all of this could have been avoided if he had just released this statement in the beginning? So when I say we're gonna, get some more information on this, that's what I'm referring to, the statement. We'll look at the statement after this. What does that mean for us? That he'll drop any and all suits? I would need to know that before I agreed. If that's the case, I would love to make this work. Oh my gosh. Let's pause there. If this will, if he does this, does this mean he'll drop the suit? Because if so, she would love to make that work. She would love to avoid that lawsuit. Seemed like they were so willing to go to court, right? Mostly Toy, to Real's credit. Mostly Toy was the one parading about all that. And then there was that classic post from Shane Holmberg that I loved from like 3 months ago, right? Those of you who've been following me for a little while will remember this one. It's a great quote. Shane Holmberg literally said, well, you know what? I don't want to say literally because it's been 3 months. I probably don't remember it exactly. Let me rephrase. Shane Holmberg said something that I'm going to paraphrase right now in my own words. Monica and them would love to go to court. Isn't that something when your own friend, I don't know if they're friends, your own friend is saying how willing you are to go to court? A great friend, right? Putting you on blast like that. Yeah, have a friend say that you want to go to court. You're not the one saying it. If your friend is really willing to throw you to the wolves, friend's not going to court, but hey, you sure as heck are, and you're fine with that, right? According to the friend, at least. It's just really funny. So then, finishing this little email exchange, I would need to know that before I agreed. If that's the case, I would love to make this work. Here are some things we would need, though. 1, a statement in writing stating that he would not sue us or our employers at a later date. 2, a public apology from Nick Rekieta for the name calling. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? For what? A public apology from Nick. You realize this sort of thing's only gonna fuel him even more, right? This is not good for you guys. The GoFundMe funds to be either returned to the fans or given to a charity that deals specifically with Redacted. Let me know what you think. We have some more stuff to take a look at. Like a lot of juicy stuff still left, and we'll do that in just a second. But do you see this on the screen right here? This is what it looks like to have pain at work. This is not a good look for me. Limited. Not good at all. Means I'm really struggling here, really having a rough week. So let me do a quick merch plug. You've been following the Vic Mignogna case for months, or maybe a month, maybe weeks, maybe you found out about it today, but you want people to know that you stand up for a good cause. What better way to do that than with some amazing merchandise? This is the premium tee. This is a very classy shirt with a simplistic design made in premium material that you can pick up in green, blue, gray, yellow, blue, yellow, gray, red, any of those colors. Of course, we also have the I Stand With Vic mug. On the back, ISWV, and on the front, I Stand With Vic, and we have a yellow, blue, pink, and green for the mug. as well. So that's the merch for now. Maybe we'll get some more later. I wanted to keep it pretty simple and straightforward. You know, this is the first time I've done Teespring. I don't get all the money in the Teespring sales. I only get a cut of it. Teespring, you know, has their cost of goods sold that they need to pay for and turn a profit, so it's understandable. But I get some revenue from it. You guys get some merch. It's a win-win. Helps me offset some of those annoying things I showed you a moment ago. I really don't like those annoying things, but I do like the merch, and I like making people happy. And I think you'd be happy with the merch. If you do want to pick some up, link in the description. It's a Teespring store link right down there, and you could also type it in Google. HeroHei Teespring will probably come up, but the link's right there in the description, so you might as well click that one. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me at sendtohei@gmail.com. That's sendtohei@gmail.com. Right back to the document, though. Remember what Monica and Chuck were talking about? Monica said she would gladly accept that deal if it meant that Vic would drop the lawsuit. Well, this is the statement that she was hoping that Vic would state, I guess. So this is from the document at the top, reads, prior to filing suit, Vic's friend proposes an agreement to avoid litigation. Plaintiff will publicly declare himself and that would be something that you generally like to do with someone you're married to. If Miss Rial and Miss Markey will recant. Section 48, on March 6th, 2019, plaintiff's longtime friend Chuck Huber, whom plaintiff claims is a truthful person, floated a proposed statement that plaintiff would issue in exchange for Miss Rial and Miss Markey effectively recanting their public statements. Here's the alleged statement that they were talking about from Vic Mignogna. So Vic, as far as I understand, never made the statement. This is just what they were trying to plan behind the scenes, right? But this is what it reads. My name is Vic Mignogna, and I am again, what I just referenced a moment ago, and then add addict after that. Addict behavior is, by its nature, is hurtful and mostly unseen by the addict. I am working with a therapist to understand my addiction and to get healthy. I have never intended to hurt anyone, but it's so obvious now that I did. To the people I hurt, there are no words that will make that will suffice. All I can say is this experience has permanently moved me toward a better path. I'm sorry if I'm reading this a little wrong. The text is a little blurry, as you guys can see, and it's even more so on my screen because it's like zoomed in a lot. Moved me toward a better path, and I'm doing my best to be a better person. I'm sorry and will make amends wherever possible. To the fans who continue, you are not my fans if you do this. Your behavior needs to change every bit as much as mine does. What? Looping the fans in with the allegations? What? Like me, you should be given the opportunity to change. This statement is crazy. I mean, the other stuff was also crazy. I am working every day to be the same on the outside as I am on the inside. I only ask for the opportunity to demonstrate that. I've changed and to continue the work I so dearly love. I am canceling my appearance at Anime Matsuri. What? Well, spoiler alert, Vic went to Anime Matsuri. He had a wonderful time, I think. It looked like he did, and, you know, I got to talk to him a few times, and I think he was having a good time. I hope he did. I think he did. I had a great time. Amazing time. And I'm taking a leave from all convention appearances until, in conjunction with my therapist, I am ready to come back. He'll take my recovery and return one day at a time. Emphasis added. Holy smokes. That's crazy, isn't it? They wanted Vic to actually make that statement. Now, I don't know if Chuck did. As far as I understand, Chuck's been more on Vic's side throughout this whole thing, but I guess it'll take a little bit more looking into. But from my understanding of reading this document so far and, you know, reading things that I'm also not including in this video yet, because it's a 500-something page document. I've been reading as much as I can, and I can't make a video on everything I'm reading because that would just take weeks, or not, you know, maybe not weeks, but it'd take a long, long time. But basically what I'm getting, and this is just my take on it, kind of seems like Chuck was trying to be a mediator, kind of talking to both parties a little bit and trying to keep them from going to litigation and just trying to kind of mediate. It seemed like he had a reasonable goal. I wouldn't say he's KickVic, but he definitely had more of a middle role than I sort of thought he did at first. I kind of thought he was more just straight up, I stand with Vic. Seems like he's more of a neutral party, but I don't know. I need to finish reading the 520-something pages. So I don't know. It's just kind of a little note I took from reading all this stuff. Now, something else interesting I found while reading through that 500-something page filing from today was this exchange of emails from Jamie Markey to Chuck Huber and CC to Monica Rial. And I'm such a nice guy, I redacted their email addresses, even though it's in a public document. I'm just a nice guy, what can I say? Anyways, from the top, that statement is not true. We will make any statements. We will not make any statements that are not true. Excuse me. I was mixing the reality up with the statement there, my bad. March 6th, I guess response here from Chuck says, I've discussed it with them. They have the statements and have given their input. I'm pushing as hard as I can on both ends to try and meet in the middle. So here's where I'm kind of getting the, you know, mediator thing from that I mentioned. Continues to write, please note the disclaimer at the bottom of my emails. It would be a serious breach to be sharing with outside parties the contents of this negotiation and would likely scuttle it. Then on Wednesday, it looks like this is also from Chuck. It looks like we have like 4 messages in a row from Chuck here. On Wednesday, it says, and please don't mistake this as some weakness on their part. This is my efforts to try and stop something I know will be very damaging. They have a full court press prepared. That is not a minor effort. They will be extremely thorough in both legal and social spheres. Well, there you go. Next message there. And obviously, this is all preliminary work to see if negotiations are even possible, which I believe they are. Once there is a table set with possibilities, everything would go through the law firm. You would contact them when you're ready. There's only a couple days left to figure out a deal. And then Funimation is separate, but I wanted to give you everything I had. What changes would you make? Then we see Monica replying to Chuck, it looks like. She writes, do they only want a statement from us if Funimation agrees to release a statement as well? If so, that's ridiculous. We cannot force Funimation's hand. If they would like to negotiate with us separately, we are open to the idea, but that statement is unacceptable. Ooh, interesting stuff there. So you can see there's a lot going on behind the scenes over the months, guys, that we really didn't know about. But we're getting more and more information publicly available as time goes on. And then Chuck replies, their legal team would require a statement from you guys. There is also the possibility of a statement from Funimation. I'm sure Nick would be on board. Okay. These are draft in all this discussion, and I would be very interested in any adjustments you'd require. Having no statement from you guys is a non-starter. So there you go, my friends. Take of that what you will. Wrapping this video up now, my friends. If you would hit the like button, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it. And I have some shout outs for the wonderful people who helped promote my last 2 videos from today on Twitter. A lot of videos today. This is for the Monica Real one and the Bell one as well. Shouts out to Samantha Miu, Mr. Anime 343, Maria, Hargis Art, Silver Dusted Flower, Blasian Domo, Pot on the Brain, Random Fandom, Christian A, Intimidator 108, Troa's Girl, Mr. Gray, Mr. Gray, Mr. Gray, Mr. Gray, Mr. Gray, 5 times there, Drag Caprico, Ryan Rosado, Carvasu, Rin Usagi, and then we have Artsy Cosmic Dreamer, Daniel Jack, Rin Usagi again, and Spades the Pirate. Thank you very much, my friends. I truly appreciate your assistance in getting the word out there. Lastly, if you'd like to join the Discord, link in the description, and I'll see you there if so. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.